Hey everyone, I'm Nato King and welcome back to Goblins 2. Last time, we managed to get these snorkels, which apparently allow us to breathe perpetually underwater, and we made our way to this shipwreck. Somehow, this is all supposed to lead us to Amoniak's throne room. But I'm not seeing it. I might need a little more light. Well, that's exactly what I need. A fish with a light bulb on its head. Well, you know what they say about adventure games where you have to go on an underwater journey and lanterns attached to the heads of underwater creatures. Or if you don't, it came in the form of a song. Something like, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." And that's enough forward references to completely different adventure games. Meanwhile, the lampfish that we just got will illuminate this dark cave up in the corner. It may not look like anything, but that's because it's very dark. And now we see that there's a treasure chest. And as we all know, treasure chests hold very valuable things. But I'm going to have to launch myself up to it from this obvious spring pad just underneath it. Unfortunately, it's not that easy to get to because there's a trick stair. And if we try going the opposite direction through the door, we push a skull out a window. None of this may seem apparently useful, but it's all going to come together in the end. Just think of it as episode 24 of a 26-episode series. You know the conclusion is coming. The one thing that we haven't done is have Winkle light the lantern. When Fingus did, it summoned a lampfish, and when Winkle does, it summons that annoying eel from Super Mario 64.
Any chance of a treasure around here?
It's not a possibility, but to find it, you need to have real sailor muscle.
I have no idea what he just said because the bubble sound effects were so freaking loud. But I think it was something about if you want to find treasure, you have to have real muscle. Yeah, maybe he'll be a bit clearer when talking to Fingus.
Anything precious here?
No, but there may be pearls and diamonds if you look really hard.
There may be pearls and diamonds if we look really hard. Yeah, the ship isn't going anywhere. Turning the rudder just knocks on that mailbox down there with a fish living in it. So I wonder what happens if we introduce these two seafaring friends to each other. And there we go. That clam that I had Fingus standing on earlier pops open and is clearly going to spring him right up to the springboard at the figurehead. It's not the most convoluted contraption we're going to see in this game. And all of it was pointless because the chest is locked. No. There's nothing more we can do here, so it's time to move on to the next screen. And believe it or not, this is a short chapter. There are only 2 screens. Yeah, there's a fair bit going on here, but a lot of this stuff up in the upper left we can't get to. There's a seahorse, but we can't reach it. Fortunately, this octopus is at least within range, so we can try talking to her.
Please, ma'am, show us the way to the throne room.
And who says you're going there for the right reason?
Well, I don't think we can prove our reasons for going to the throne room. Maybe Winkle will be a bit more persuasive.
I'm fed up with going round in circles. Show us the way out, centipede.
Why should I help you, cheeky fellow? There's something fishy about you.
You'd think the octopus would appreciate something fishy. Now, there is this shell down in the corner, but it doesn't have a whole lot of purpose at the moment. So let's see about getting up to the upper left here. We've got a stool, which we carried over from the third chapter, and that will help us get to the back of the seahorse. So now we can talk to the mermaid.
All right, baby. Want a little kiss? You know the shortcut. Yes, but I can't show you because I've been robbed of my eyesight.
I'm surprised she even tried to help us. Well, we're going to have to find a way to restore the mermaid's eyesight. And that bottle is of course going to be important, but this blob creature is guarding it and we can't get there. The answer lies in this cavity. I'm not sure that I can explain what just happened there. But we're going to need to use that little creature to our advantage, and to do that, Fingus needs to go into this hidden hole right next to the exit. Sadly, it doesn't take us onward, it just takes us upward. But we can catch the shell, put it on this ledge, wear it as a hat, apparently. And now we swap the positions of the two characters so that Winkle can throw the shell back down. And now we put all the pieces together to trap that weird little creature that went running across the screen before. And now you have to be careful here. If Fingus picks up the shell, he just puts it on his head as a hat and the creature runs away. Only Winkle can properly extract it. And it turns out it was a starfish wearing a glove. We don't really need the starfish at the moment, but that glove is just what the doctor ordered to get us past this annoying blob monster. And we found a parchment in a bottle.
SOS, help me! Mayday, help me! Signed, Prince Buffoon.
Well, perhaps the mermaid will be willing to help us now that we have that letter.
SOS, help me! Mayday, help me! Signed, Prince Buffoon.
Oh, that's right. She can't see, so she certainly can't read it. But the octopus can. And I'm sure that this note will prove that we're going to the throne room to rescue the person who wrote the letter.
Ah, now I understand. You want to free me with this poor child. Excuse my suspicion.
Alright, that's half the exit opened, but we still need the mermaid's help for the other half. Now, I'm not really sure that any of the rest of this chapter makes much sense, but there's something else in the bottle, and only Winkle can get to it. there's the pearl we were told to look for. And it's all sparkly. So, I guess that would work for an eye? Sadly, the mermaid is not apparently interested in being able to see out of only one eye. So we're going to need to find another eye. And the Eye of the Skull has a secret. Or I guess it's the Eyes of Skull have secret in Legend of Zelda parlance. However, we do have what it takes to open the chest now. We have gone and found some real muscle. So first we get Fingus into position. And now we have Winkle go up and ask the starfish for help with the chest. There was a similar puzzle in the first Eco Quest where you had to get an octopus to open a jar. This is a little different. But there's a sword in the chest, and now we have the sword in hand. Tripfisk would be disappointed. But we're not going to play with it. We're simply going to use it to cut the rope that's holding that skull up. Because that's the best way to use a sword. Throw it away! And now we've got a diamond, which was formerly used as an eye, and will once again be used as an eye. Yeah, I don't know how putting jewelry in one's eye sockets helps you see, but that's the way it goes.
Help us to get out of here, Princess of the Deep!
I'd like to, but I can't see anything since Amoniak robbed me of my eyesight.
It's never even explained why he would do that. He's just a meanie. But we've helped out, and our path to the exit is clear at last. Told you it was a short chapter.
Hey, I think we left something important behind.
But of course, our inventory is slightly empty at the moment, and we need to refill it. Whoops. And we also need to bring that stool with us. It's gonna come in handy again and again. And finally, we can move on to the next chapter.
Sucked up into a tube, they come to the surface.
And here we are in Amoniak's kitchen. Yeah, we'll be getting to the throne room next time, but for now, this is where I will leave you. And I'll see you next time.